The Haunted Cell Phone. The Texting That Just Keeps Coming. Volume 6. Written by A.J. Hard. Narrated by Christopher Hudspeth. It was a dark and stormy afternoon. The wind began to whistle all around. The trees moaned and groaned. Perfect beginning for a story, but not for my story. I'm Jeff Davis, and my story actually begins when my family were moving into a really cool house. My dad was an author for a series, The Best of Times, but that wasn't why we were moving. We were moving because of little Caramel, my newborn sister. My older sister, Regina, wasn't too happy. We hadn't moved far from our old house, just a few blocks, but Regina was only mad because she was comfortable in our old house. I don't understand her problem. In this new house, she'd be closer to her friends, school, and able to walk to town, since she didn't have her own car. Me, on the other hand, was hopping with joy as a 2-story brown brick house stood in front of us. "All right, everyone ready to look inside the new house?" Dad asked in amusement. Caramel started to cry. "I think Caramel is ready to get into her new bed," I joked. I helped Mom out the car as she held my little sister in her arms. Regina, as slow as a turtle, climbed out the car next. Dad unlocked the door and asked me to unlock the trailer to unpack her stuff. "I think this is a job for me," Regina said as she snatched the keys out of my hand. She loves the jiggling of keys, but it didn't bother me. This was my chance to ask Dad my question. "Hey, Dad, can I have a cell phone?" As he carried a box, he explained, "On your birthday." I sighed. My birthday was just last week, so it meant I'd have to wait another year. There was no fighting it. I grabbed a box and began taking it inside. Just then, things got out of hand. "Well, if it isn't little Bucko." The familiar voice sent a shiver down my spine. It was no other than Don Donalds, the school jerk. He combed his curly amber hair with his fingers. He was walking from just across the street to me. "What are you doing in my neighborhood?" he demanded. I let out a huff of breath. Don was only picking on me at school. Now was his chance to pick on me at home. He grasped me in a headlock and gave me a noogie. I cried in pain and dropped the box on my foot. Don let me go as I entertained him with a dance, hopping on one foot as I held the aching one. "Jeff, I see you're playing with your new friend," Dad suggested. Before I could say anything, Don replied, "My name is Don, sir. I would love to help, but I've got to get home." Mom came outside with Carol.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?